Hello, and welcome once again to Airship Pirates World. So, I'm sure you've noticed I didn't come out with my video on the regular time today, and that was just because there's been a lot of activity on the server, and it has taken a lot of my time. And I'm going to try and curb that a little bit and get back to doing these videos more regularly and putting more time into other projects. But yeah, so what happened was a war broke out. I don't want to get into too many details. I will do a video about particularly the beginning of the war, because there's still, honestly, there's some pretty frayed nerves out there about this war. It was nasty. The thing about this game, as opposed to other games, is because you have to earn every ship, when you lose a ship, it's a much bigger deal. You know, there is real loss that people feel when they when they get shot down. And yeah, I hope you don't feel I'm making light of that. Like, yeah, like I say, I know there were some really afraid nerves about that. Anyway, okay, so here we are. I want to show you kind of what's going on the server. This is the Den of Thieves. You may recognize this as the city that the pirates had, and they destroyed it themselves so that it couldn't be captured by the royals. And so that is my little faction, which is the SHSF, the South Haven Submersible Fleet, is reclaiming the Den of Thieves. Oh, look, there's a creeper hanging out on the back of my brand new ship. I have to do something about that. So anyway, so we reclaimed the Den of Thieves. We came down here, put up all these lights, claimed the area. You can claim areas of the wilderness as your own and have it protected. And now I'm building ships in it. So this ship that I'm working on it's a multi-part system. It's a armored merchantman. This is the front part, and then I'm making a series of cars. So basically, think of it as an airship train. So this is the front, and then it can attach to as many of these as you want. These are just cargo containers, just so that you can carry more and more cargo. It's not quite done yet. The front part is done. It works. The car I'm still working on. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on the server. You can see there's lots of chat going on. I think people are asking me questions. I'm of course ignoring them completely. Which, if you ask anyone on the server, that's basically all I do all day. Is I just ignore people. It fills me with great pleasure. Yeah. Okay. So let me show you a few more things. I'm still working on this car part. One of the things I need to do is I need to put the OA symbol on it. So the OA is the Old Alliance. It's a political organization that was made it's basically a mutual defense pact. Okay. And am I doing this the right way? Yeah. Okay. So basically, if one member of the OA is attacked, all of the other members agree to seek retribution, to defend or seek retribution for that attack. And anyone can be a member. You can be a member of a different faction and still be a member of the OA. It's just a defense pact. And I am a member. And so I'm going to put the symbol right here on the top of this car so that people know that this ship is protected. There we go. Alright, another symbol I'm going to put on here is the Raven. So, the SHSF is sort of an extension. If you watch the series, the Airship Pirates series, you may be aware of Frigga's Ravens. So Frigga's Ravens are her merchant fleet. Well, after the Second Age of Darkness begins, things become much more dangerous in the world. There's lots of warlords and all sorts of people causing trouble. And so... I fell in the water. And so the Ravens became armed. So they would actually, instead of using unarmed merchantmen... Whoops, that was the wrong block. They now use armed merchant. Not armed. Well, armored at the least. Am I doing this right? Yeah. And then, see, I have this logo memorized at this point because I've done it so many times. Well, as you can tell, I don't have it very well memorized. Anyway, okay, yeah, alright, and then here and here. So this war that I've been talking about, it was started, let's see, South Haven attacked, so that would be my faction. Now, without getting into too many details, there was squabbling, there was political disagreements, and there was provocations and all kinds of stuff going on. And it started with a surprise attack of the SHSF against the old Imperium. Is that right? No, the new Imperium. Sorry, the new Imperium. And so just one quick thing I wanted to say about that. I thought it was interesting, or perhaps poetic, that it was a war between the Eagles and the Ravens. There was another side. There was Destria, that's a completely player-made group. So a bunch of players just kind of got together and like, hey, let's make this group. And they focus on like having really big warships. That's kind of their deal. So whereas the SHSF, all of our ships are really small. They like small ships. They like the big ones, which I can understand. Anyway, they fought too. And the Royal Navy fought a little bit, not much. Sorry, Royal Navy guys, but it's true. Let's see. Okay, I need to go back on the floor here so I can finish this thing up. Oh, it's too dark. Okay, I got to turn off these shaders. So these shaders, they look cool, but it's really hard to actually see anything. Let's see. Options, shaders, none. There, that's better. Now I can see. Okay, that's one wing, that's the head. Okay, here we go. So it's right here, 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 here. There we go. And let me put in there's someone walking around. Oh, hey. So that is, that's one of the guys in the SHSF. He is, he's playing as Morton. So he's kind of like first mate of the SHSF. I used to be playing as Bellamy. I no longer am. Bellamy has... So, the story goes, Bellamy was so distraught after the war because, well, there's this whole big role-playing post about it and what happened, and... oh, I ran out of... Oh, I'm out of black clay! No! I have to go get more. Anyway, so he ends up leaving. So, he leaves and goes to the east. He's allegedly in search of a cure for the darkness, that is to say, the monsters. The monsters have come back. We're seeing that played out in the series right now. What is going on over there? Anyway. Uh-oh, they're talking about me. They're talking about me! They're gonna ambush me, huh? Better not. What was I talking about? People distracting me. This happens all the time. Now I need a boat. There's lots of boats up here. Okay, so while I make a supply run back to town, yeah, so he plays as Morton. He's kind of the second in command of the SHSF. He's also helps out with the OA a lot. Let's see. I need a boat. There's plenty over there. I also want to get a bow and arrow. Hopefully I actually remember it this time. I keep going back to town for supplies, and then I forget to get various things that I intended to get. Bob steals the shadow. Broadside spare Taka. Oh, okay. He's referring to physics videos. So, yeah, anyway, so Bellamy, he leaves and goes to the east. And part of it was that he felt he had to get away after this terrible war. The big difference between this war and the last war, in case you're wondering, in case you think, you know, Bellamy is some kind of like wimp or something, the difference was he started this war. The last one, it was someone else started it and he finished it. This time, there were provocations, but in the end, it was him that actually started the violence. And I think that kind of affects him more than it might other people. Because, you know, in the end, he is kind of a softie. I mean, yeah. The pirates will probably slit your throat for saying that, but it's true. He's kind of a softie. I'm gonna hit this. I hate when sometimes when you're sailing a boat, the lag doesn't allow you to control it properly. Like this, I was facing towards that dock for quite some time before it finally turned around. Anyway, if you... Oh, really? Oh, I just hopped out of my boat, and magically I'm way back here. Man, what is going on? I hit /TPS. Yeah, someone is flying a ship they shouldn't be. Ugh. Oh well. Since I'm in the middle of a video, I can't really do much about it, other than swim back to shore. So yeah, so Bellamy's gone. I did this whole role-playing post about how he left and why he left, and now I'm role-playing as a different character. I'll link that post in the comments if you want to read it. And now they're going on and on about how the new empire is coming back, I'm sure. Oh, and then they're talking about 5 new appearances. So what actually happened is the Silver Empire ended up being split into a few different pieces. There's a lot of politics that goes on, which I love. I love that about this server. So I mentioned that you have to earn every ship you get, right? And it's hard to do. It takes a lot of work. So a lot of people will work together in a faction to earn those ships. And, of course, if you have ships, and they are valuable, and they were hard to get, you will protect them. So there will be a military arm of a faction. Okay, I came here for wool, except I want blue wool. Wait a minute. No. Sorry. This is what I mean. I get distracted. Okay, so I need black clay to finish my raven symbol. That should be plenty. And then I need to get a bow and arrow to kill some more of these monsters since my last one broke. And that's the guy who I will buy it from. Yeah, the blacksmith sells bows. It makes perfect sense. Do not question the logic. Okay, so yeah, anyway, so there's all this politics, and if you... So on the server, you can steal someone's ship, you can sink someone you see in the wilds, you can do all sorts of nasty things to each other, right? But for the most part, smart players don't. Because they know that if they sink a ship, that person probably has friends. And their friends are going to seek bloody vengeance. So that's kind of how it works. That there's this delicate balance of power. Alright, now I'll make my boat get back since my other boat magically disappeared. This is why the ocean is full of these boats. Okay, do I have everything I need? I got the black wool. I got the yellow. Let's see, I still have some yellow. Okay, let me get some orange as well, because I want the linkage between the train car and the front to be black wool on the arm, and then orange wool where it or orange, not wool, but hardened clay where it meets. So let me go over here. You, give me a bunch of orange clay. Thank you very much. I think that'll do it. I believe with this, I guess I need chests. I'll make them my own. I have plenty of wood. Let's see. The IA has to learn to lock their fighters. The IA has fighters, apparently. Yes, and there's all... Okay, I gotta stop reading this chat, obviously. Okay, where's... What happened to my boat? I should have had 2. I don't know what happened to the other one. Lag. So annoying. I wish people would not fly ships that large. Okay, so on my way back. Oh, did that just move? That's the big ship. That's Morton's fault. So that's something Morton's been working on. He's calling it the Bull Shark, as I recall. So I mentioned I like small ships. That is not a small ship. Let me give you some reasons why I like small ships. Just so that, you know, if you're going to play on the server, these are things you should be aware of. First off, small ships are faster. When there is lag. So, when there is lag, I changed the way Movecraft works so that it punishes laggy ships. And I'm about to sail off the edge of the world. Yeah, that's not cool. Anyway, so it punishes laggy ships. If your ship is laggy and the server is lagging, then it will slow your ship down. If you are in a small, non-laggy ship, you continue to operate at full speed. So, obviously, you do a lot. If you're running cargo, 10 small ships will actually earn a lot more money than one big ship. And in extreme circumstances, one small ship can earn more money than one big ship. So in my view, there's really no reason to build large ships. The other thing is, in combat... Let's see, how do I put this without, like, offending people? Oh, look, I'm magically a mile from the dock. So, I guess I personally believe that one of the reasons... Let me see. Alright, just long story short, I don't think big ships are any good in combat either. They look cool, and I have big ships in the series because they look cool, and we all like that idea of, you know, the massive battleships slugging it out. But there's a reason that never really happened in history. And that's because big ships are frickin' expensive. And if you have, you know, if your faction consists of 4 or 5 really big ships, and that's it, those ships are going to be sunk fairly early, and then you will have nothing. So, yeah, I don't like big ships. Alright, let's finish this up. Okay, the Raven is complete. Normally I'd make it a little prettier with some like light gray, or dark gray, but not gonna bother. Okay, so now I need to make this ship have a place I can link to on the back. So it has this ladder right on the back, and I'm just going to put... Let me see. I guess I should check what the exact height is. Alright, so on my car... Oh, there's a slime over there. I'll leave it alone. Maybe I won't leave it alone. That was quick. Okay, so there's one blue block above the iron. Alright, one blue block above the iron, and then we want our orange block. Okay, so right there. There, that is what we will link to. Let me show you how this linkage works. So inside this car, there's a very small control compartment right here, which I will lock. Right now it's not locked. And you simply right-click on it. Now the link is disengaged. If I look off the front of this thing, you will see, oh look, it's no longer black and it's no longer sticking out. So that would be disengaged, and then now it's engaged. Very simple. Speaking of which, okay, so let me lock this right now. Let's see, I need furnaces down here. I already have a command sign and a helm. Okay. So obviously, this is not intended to be a fully functional piloting area. It's simply for moving the car around and hooking it up to the engine, we'll call it. Okay, so I need a sign. I need a door. I already have some. Whatever. Okay, and now we will put the trapdoor right there. Now to lock it, I can put a lock here, because you can, okay, so to lock a trapdoor, You either put the sign on the side of the trapdoor, like right there, except the problem is I could hop right down there, or you put the sign on the block the trapdoor is attached to. So I will put it on the block the trapdoor is attached to. And you simply type private in brackets, done, and there you go. Now this is locked. And then, let's put this here. Okay. That was done. Okay. In fact, I don't even like that. Huh, there's a couple things I don't like about this. How should we do this? How should we do this? Okay, we're going to put down furnace. Furnace. So the car will have some fuel capacity. Hey, that should work. There we go. There! That's better! And then we'll use a slab over here to hide this, so you can't hop down there. Okay, and my character takes a lot of fall damage. Poor guy. Probably has so many broken legs. There! That should take care of it. So, it's possible to glitch through blocks, and I wouldn't recommend you have a control area like this on an actual airship that you care about, because it's possible to glitch through blocks. So as a general rule, if you care about something, make it so that there are 2 blocks in between the ship lock or anything else that's vitally important. You want 2 blocks between it and the outside world. Because you can glitch through 1 block, but in general you can't glitch through 2 blocks. Okay? So the next... Oh, I need a piston. Okay, I'll fix it. I'll make that in a second. But, alright, so we also need a ship lock on this. I can't have it near this, this linkage arm, because it would merge with it. So, I need to figure out somewhere else to put it. I could put it there facing rear, but I like being able to see which way, whether the lock is engaged. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm only going to have 1 furnace in this car. And the other side will be a piston. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Yep. And look, there's still lag. Okay. There. And then the piston... Give me just a second, since I don't recall the recipe. I'm just looking it up in my browser. Okay, yeah, I should have all that easy. And put the wood on this side now. And there's obviously a zombie nearby. Where's the zombie? Well, I don't know. Okay, I need some rock. I already have it. And then redstone. Do I have any redstone that I have to convert? Yeah, a little bit. And iron. Okay, that should do it. Now I just need... There. Oh, shoot. I don't have enough wood. But now I do. Okay, and I'm now the proud owner of a piston. Back in here. So yeah, pistons are the ship's locks. As long as a piston is extended, you cannot pilot the ship. There we go. Now the ship is locked. Now the ship is not locked. Now the ship is locked. Okay, I'm done. Alright, I think that's everything I need for this little... car, other than cargo capacity. What's the point in having this if it has no cargo capacity? Let me get a quick snack here. That'll also let me show you another neat trick. Okay, I already have 3 chests and 2 trap chests, but I need more. Just dump some of this stuff. I'll keep one of those. Alright. Get rid of that. Found this kind of nice gold helmet on a zombie and I've been keeping it. I don't know why. I know gold is practically useless, but still. It has a nice enchant on it. Okay, so I need to make some chests. Right. Which means I need my wood, which is over here. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to need a ton of these eventually, so I might as well just make them all. Chests are awfully handy. Okay, now, to make... So, the trick is to alternate chests and trapped chests. So, you can't have a double chest in the Movecraft. It makes it crash. Well, it would make it crash. It's they're not allowed on airships, because they would make it crash if they were allowed. So, instead, you alternate trapped chests with chests, and you make a nice little line of them, and you can actually lock them all with a single sign, which is nice. Okay, and as I recall, I get 2, yeah, so I should have plenty. 16 tripwire hooks, and then once I've got those, I'm now going to make... I only really need 2 of these, but I will make that many. Okay, and the rest I'll put in here for you. Okay, so now I'm going to actually place my chests. Now, that's the front of the ship, and you'll note all of the cargo capacity is in the rear section. So on this, the car, I will put all of the cargo capacity on the front section, so that you can unload the whole thing from one place. If that makes sense. We'll put them right here. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and on the other side. Oh, I'm going to screw up that ladder. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you're going to put chests on the outside, because trapped chests are a little bit more expensive, so you want to use as few of them as possible. Trapped chests on the inside. Now I have a nice row. Same thing over here. Okay, now we only need 1 sign to lock the thing. Private. And the way that works is every single chest in that row will be locked. Same thing over here. And every single chest in that row will be locked. Now, dispensers. So if this was a warship, I would be using dispensers for weapons, right? But it's not a warship, so I will be using dispensers for cargo capacity. And I want it to be clear that this is not a warship. I want people who see this to know, okay, this thing is not a threat, and so on. So I will make all of the dispensers facing not outwards. So it's obvious that they couldn't possibly be weapons. I'll have them facing forward. Okay, and I know from experience I need to be standing up a little bit to get that last row. There we go. Okay, so there's my dispenser cargo capacity. So the way that works is basically warships can never carry quite as much as a true merchantman can, which I think is good for balance purposes, but it's not a huge difference because dispensers don't carry all that much. Wait a minute. How did I do this? Let me make sure I get it right. Okay, yeah, because it's got to be perfect. It's got to be perfect. Whoa! Didn't spot a client lag that time. Can't blame the server for that. Okay, and then go up one. Okay, now, similar to the chests, I can lock all of these with a single sign. I'm going to put it right there. Phew. Alright, I think this thing's ready. So let's try and link this thing up and see if it works. Let's see, do I have a stick? No, but I could make one. Or I could make 8 of them! Oh, do I have any fuel in this thing? I bet I don't. I think we just witnessed a suicidal Enderman. Did you guys hear that? It was... Oh, there he is. I think I will kill him. Enderman's eyes are kind of valuable because you can't buy them. You can't buy them from many of the merchants, and of course you use them to create ender chests. Yeah, quit your growling. And ender chests are incredibly useful. Alright, I was getting fuel. I had a purpose, I swear I did. Okay. And... let's load this thing up. You can put fuel in both the bottom and the top. Take command. Oh, there's a bunch of ships nearby. Fortunately, they're all my allies, and I'm not worried about it. Unless this is all an elaborate ploy. They've been working to gain my trust for so long. They're going to kill me. Could be. Oh, what's this? I just hit a trapdoor. Oh, yeah, that's right. There are trapdoors back there. Okay, so let's move forward a little bit. That should get me past it. Now, of course, I'm going super slowly. That's because I'm at a low height, and this is a sub-airship, so yeah. It's not normally this slow. So let me explain what I meant. It considers this underwater. The way the engine works for speed is it simply checks your height, and if you're below a certain height, it considers you underwater. Even though I'm not underwater, it thinks of me that way. Yeah, I'm not sure this is going to work, but what I mean, I'm not sure I can fit this thing under that dock. Huh. Alright, we might have to move. I might have to send my other ship a little lower, possibly. We'll see. So you can see we haven't really finished down here. This is still mostly empty. We've just barely reclaimed it from the monsters. Oh, yeah, I think this will fit. Maybe, maybe not. Nope, it will not fit. Fine! So I'll move it up away so I'm not going to merge with the girders back there. Make sure, so I'm going to move slightly off the edge. So the reason I did that, this is a good tip for you guys, if you move slightly off the edge, it gives you that, you have left your craft. You may return to your craft, blah, blah, blah. But if I was in a bad spot, it would have said, blocks may merge with your craft. And so we find out whether that's going to happen or not before we hop off the ship. Okay, and then I'm going to get on this other one. And I'm going to send this down a little bit. Yeah. 2. Let's check my height here. Go down one more. I think that will do it. What did I just pick something up? Oh, the torches. I had torches on the top of this thing because monsters were spawning on it. But obviously you can't have torches underwater. That's okay, because monsters also don't spawn there. Okay, now I need to pillar myself up onto that other ship. Quick note on pillaring. Pillaring is perfectly okay, and you are permitted to pillar even in the cities. In the protected airspace, not the city itself. But you have to clean up after yourself. If you don't, then an admin's going to come along and TP you to your pillar, and you won't be happy about it. They will TP you to your pillar and make you clean it up, and will not TP you back until you're done. And what's going on here? I don't know. Okay. Anyway, yes. Let me take command of this thing. Once again, there are ships nearby. Nose, nose. Okay. Everyone get in airships or cities? Dirt, huh? Dirt's in the way. I don't think I can actually clean all this up from here. Yeah, huh. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, whatever. Must have been the sign that was colliding with it. Okay, good enough. Slow ship is slow. This is where a cruise sign would come in handy, except you're not supposed to cruise backwards. How much further do I have to go? Actually, I'm almost there. So yes, this car thing that I've been working on, the idea is to increase the cargo capacity of our very small ships, since, as I've mentioned a few times, I'm fond of small ships. So that's a SHSF Barracuda. It's been modified to carry a small fighter, and this could go on the back of one of those, too. So that's handy. Okay, and I'm about to go into water here. Deep breath. Deep breath. Okay, I think we're linked. Okay, now the moment of truth. Well, okay, let me clean up these torches first. Alright, now I shall go get in the front, and we shall see if we can exit the Den of Thieves with our new train airship thing. Air train? Air train. I like that. This is now an air train. And thank goodness for these amazing airlock hatches that we have the technology for, apparently. Okay. Alright, there is the exit tunnel. I think I need to be a little further down. Control here. Yeah, I think that should have me clear. Now, the one thing that might get me, I don't know if lengthwise I fit in this tunnel. Because you have to go forward and then you have to go up. So let's see what happens here. And I'll munch on my potatoes while I'm going. Okay. Front part is almost through. You know, I didn't even check to make sure I'm taking the rear part with me. I'm pretty sure I am, though. It should work. It should work. Almost to... Oh. Someone's posting a YouTube channel? A Twitch live stream of the server one day. Oh, maybe. I don't know. What do you get? If you think that'd be a good idea, you let me know. I haven't really played around with it much. Although the players could do it. You guys should totally do it. Those of you who are watching. Alright, we're coming near the end here. So, moment of truth. Alright, so we can't go any more forward. Can we go up? There's my ascend sign. Okay, if it goes one more, then I'm pretty sure the rear car must be beyond the lip. I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. I think this is going to work. If I go back there and I discover that the rear car never even attached, you may hear a grown man cry on YouTube. Well, grown man, I guess that's a little subjective, isn't it? Not sure I ever really grew up. I am, after all, on Minecraft playing with airships. Like any self-respecting person would. Getting near the surface. And apparently it's night. How is it that it got darker as I rose through the ocean? That does not make a whole lot of sense. You may be wondering why there's no lights in the cab here. Okay, I'm now on the surface. That's because you don't want to be spotted. You know, the point of these ships is they're somewhat stealthy. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. Anyway, so they're supposed to be somewhat stealthy. And there is a light, but it only turns on when you engage the ship's lock. So that's this. So that way monsters won't spawn in your cab while you're not there. And of course, monsters don't spawn close to the player anyway, so you don't have to worry about a monster getting on your ship if you're flying it. It could spawn on the top of it, but it would slide right off. Alright! Oh, I need to go up a bit more. I'm currently... The belly of the ship is dragging on the water, and that's slowing me down. So, we will ascend a bit more. And someone just spotted me. I could hear their alarm ringing. That's funny. Now I'm moving significantly faster. Alright, so what I would do at this point is I'd go pick up some cargo, and I'd start running cargo. But I'm going to stop the video here. I don't know how long this is. It's probably almost an hour by now. But yeah, that is gameplay on the server, and a quick discussion of some of the politics that have been going on. And there you have it. So, if you enjoyed this, go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to join the server, I'll link to the thread where you can ask to be whitelisted. It's not on YouTube anymore. It's now on dedicated forums. So I'll link that. And I will see you online.